This is the Aunty M Brain Tumours talk show. It's a show full of informative chat and inspirational messages. The Aunty M Brain Tumours talk show on podcast.
My name is Israr Parker, and I was diagnosed with Clival Meningioma. It's a really unusual brain tumour. It sits at the base of the spinal cord, so it affects lots of different areas of the brain and really critical structures. Told at one point when it was growing very, very fast, I was given 7 months to live, but fortunately for me, they managed to get it out. I've still got some of it left. I tried absolutely everything. I was open to everything. I tried oxygen therapy. I would go in a tank. In fact, for my birthday, my husband bought me an oxygen machine, which I actually use practically every single day. I changed my diet. I'm really careful with what I eat. I exercise, and every single day I do meditation. I have positive affirmations, and I have really, really hopes that the remaining tumor that I have, that something would have happened. Either it would have shrunk, disappeared, or there might have been some change. And so when I recently had my MRI, I was absolutely gutted. I cried actually because there's been no change, and it took a little while for me to bounce back from that, because you feel that you work so hard, like throwing everything in to trying to get better, but actually it hasn't changed at all. I'm now even more determined to do as much as I can to raise money for brain tumor charities, hoping that they would have some money that would be injected into these different tumors, where maybe there's a slim chance that there might be something for the tumor that I have, and they might be able to kind of, do something with it, take it away, reduce it, and still keep me alive. Just last week, actually, I read that someone in their 50s, on average, they've got about 25 years to live. And that's amazing. But for someone like myself, I don't have that. And so although I try really hard to stay motivated, and some days I feel okay about it. Today, actually, because it's Brain Tumour Awareness Month and it's Wear a Hat Day, I'm trying to stay really positive. And at the university, they're really, really supportive. We've had a fantastic campaign around the university, and I've really enjoyed learning that actually there are a lot more people who have been affected. And when I say I've enjoyed, I mean I've spoken to these people, and I feel that I'm so happy that I've raised it, because now more and more people around the university, they're getting involved, and they feel that they're not on their own. And so I'm hoping beyond March, we will be able to, form something around the university where there is some support for brain tumour, people who have been affected either directly or indirectly with brain tumour. So I'm quite excited. We have got a big event on actually this afternoon. We've got 3 wellness experts coming in. We've got a yoga expert, breathwork, and we've even got a monk coming in, a wonderful monk coming in to do meditation. We've got a cake sale. We've got our university dog, which is all to do with wellness, so people can come and pet He's called Lincoln. There's quite a lot of things going on. So it is great that the university, the population, they've all come together to help us raise awareness, because it's raising the awareness that's really important. I'm doing several challenges that are going to help support Brain Tumour Charity and the Brain Tumour Research Charity. And I love working with both of them. I love supporting them. I love the things that they do. And so the challenges that I'm going to be doing is I'm walking 100 miles along the South Downs. I'm also walking the Yorkshire Three Peaks with my husband. I think we need to do that in 12 hours. But my biggest challenge that I'm going to be doing is open water swimming, which is 750 meters. So for some people that might sound, quite easy, but since my operation, I've had to relearn how to swim. And not only that, because I have this constant noise in my head and my balance, everything kind of goes I get very disorientated. And so learning to swim, when I go in water, it's a really funny sensation, because I feel like the water is coming over me completely, and the noises in my head get even louder. And then that makes me panic, because then I can't see either. So to swim. So far I'm nowhere near the 750, but it's at the end of May, so I've got a little bit more time. But that's the one that's going to be the biggest challenge for me. Yeah, and that's on Give Wheels. So I would love for anyone who's listening, if they were interested, to support me. The reason why I put myself in those challenging situations, it is really hard. I've got to dig really deep, and also it's really hard doing the training as well. But for me, the research, any money that people donate will go directly to those charities. And honestly, the brain tumor charities are so underfunded by the government. It just seems so unfair. I just hope that it generates more income for those charities, so that they can get, new research can be found, and it can benefit. Maybe it might be, too late for me, but certainly there are so many other people who are affected, and that it could benefit them. And I'm just a drop in the ocean. I'm just doing a tiny bit, but I think every single tiny step that people take, it accumulates. And the more people who become aware of brain tumor and the need for donations and funding, the better it is, because I am sure if the government invested more money in it, so many people, their lives would be changed. Because right now, every day I live in fear. I do sort of think, right, okay, my life may not be as long as everybody else's, but what I am going to do is, build resilience in the people around me, those that love me, etc., so that, they can cope with things, maybe when I'm not here, or, there might be things that they can continue, like the fundraising, etc. So, yeah.
This is the Aunty M Brain Tumours talk show. It's a show full of informative chat and inspirational messages. The Aunty M Brain Tumours talk show on podcast.